We got to air it out. Let's air it out. So we got to air it out. Let's air it out. So
how do you say that? Air it out. Air it out.
Air it out.
What's going on, guys? We are back with the Air It Out podcast. I'm your humble host, Jerome Jones, and I'm super excited to be here because we got 1 week today. 1 week from today. It's the NFL draft. But I got my guys here to talk about it. I got my man, Darren Braxton. How you doing, my man? Mr. Coach. Mr.
What's good?
Mr. 350. How you doing?
I'm chilling. I don't need Mr. Stiff Arm right there. That ain't for me. That's against me, so. But I love it.
He's like, that's 2 years ago, bro.
Listen, shout out to my players. We just finished up our season, went 3-2. We did pretty well with all the injuries, with all the chaos going on, with COVID going on. Definitely proud of my boys, man. Shout out to them.
Shout out to the boys. Hey, man, we got our guy down here, Mr. Avery Collins, Mr. Oh, my God. How you doing, my man?
I'm good, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here living. You know what I mean? Can't complain. Matt Ryan for president. You already know what the word is.
Definitely, man. This week coming up is going to be crazy. Not only the fact that we got some great football stuff, but I got some exciting news. I'll be officially an Atlantean or ATLian or however y'all call it.
ATLian.
I'm moving to Atlanta from Jersey, so it's going to be a crazy week for me. I'm super excited. It's only going to be great things for not only just myself, but for the company. So I'm super excited about this thing. But enough about me. I want to talk about you guys. What? Tell me something that's been exciting that's been going on this week. Start with you, Avery. Tell me something exciting. Give me a promo or something. Or I don't know. What's up? What's up with your life, man?
I mean, I'm chilling. Everything's pretty good, man. I can't complain too much. I started a new business venture, so y'all be on the lookout for that. I started a new business venture. Still going through the foundational process of that, and going to be building it. But be on the lookout for my launch. Hope to have as much support as possible. Helped with a momentous move-in this weekend. Leveling up, people leveling up in their lives. Just good stuff, man. Good stuff all around. I can't really complain.
Like Future said, life is good, man.
Sensational.
Yeah, definitely. All right, Darren, how you been, man? What's new? I know you talked about your boys already, but what else is new?
Only real thing right now is still trying to figure out wedding etiquette things. Didn't know for a while that I had to get guys gifts to be my groomsmen, but it's cool. I got my guys their gifts. We'll have a little brunch for everyone to introduce and intermingle, talk, get to know each other. Living the engaged life, it's a good feeling.
It's a blessing. Definitely. Man, I'm super excited for you guys, man. I'm super excited about what's going on, man. I'm also super excited for this weekend, starting actually tomorrow, because we got Falcon and Winter Soldier final episode. I'm super excited about that. And we got the new Mortal Kombat movie coming out. So I'm super excited about that. It's just a lot going on. I mean, at first I wasn't excited about the Mortal Kombat thing at first, but I love Mortal Kombat. I always played that as a kid. I always played that game. So I'm super excited to see the movie, see how they do it. If they botch it, then it is what it is. But if it's a real good thing, then you might have like a cinematic universe there. You never know. So that'd be cool. I just think that. But enough about that. Let's talk about some football, man. And we're going to talk about the first thing. Shout out to my guy, Alex Smith. He has officially retired this week. Shout out to him. As you guys already know, he was the man of the year, comeback man of the year in 2020. Guy came back from a major leg injury, very gruesome. Some people thought, he wouldn't play anymore. Some people thought his ligament had to be amputated. Some people thought that he would never he could have died from it, essentially. So shout out to him for at least coming back on the field. I want to know what you guys think about his legacy as a quarterback. What do you think about him? And maybe play some respect for the man. Darren, you go first.
So definitely gotta show respect to the guy Alex Smith. He is the first round pick, if I'm not mistaken, the first overall pick at that.
Yep.
Guy basically was a leader. He might have struggled his first few years in San Francisco, but once Jim Harbaugh came in there with that new idea, new way of thinking for them, he truly became a leader. He's the reason why they really got to the Super Bowl. Yes, Kaepernick came over and took over for him, but it was the seeds that Alex Smith planted that really helped that team become who it was. And you see that actually all throughout his career ever since that moment when he went from the 49ers to the Chiefs, planted seeds, had multiple consecutive years where he went to the playoffs, had good records, and were always almost there. That Patrick Mahomes came, and you see what happens. You see how dominant that team is. And when he went to Washington, he was going to do the same thing until the gruesome injury. But even after the injury, he came back, helped lead the team in a very messy NFC East to a division title. You got to commend the guy for what he's done, what he can do, and just him being able to play through everything and show that type of leadership, man. It's amazing.
Definitely. What do you think, Avery?
He's easily one of my favorite quarterbacks of this generation. I've always been a fan. I was one of those guys when him and Aaron Rodgers was coming out. I was like, Aaron Rodgers is going to be the better quarterback, and he needs to start. I just saw the tools, but I understood why Alex Smith went first. I probably would have taken Aaron Rodgers first, but I understand why Alex Smith went first. But like I said, he's easily one of my favorite guys. I mean, you talk about the consummate professional, it's Alex Smith. The guy he's never down. He never puts down his teammates. He never puts down his organization or his coaches. He takes everything on the shoulder and on the chin, like a champion. He never is placing blame on anyone. He never shies away from responsibility or the hard times. And so he's somebody. He's a worker. He's a hard worker. I mean, we see that with what you were alluding to, Jerome, with his injury. And how he literally almost lost his life, let alone losing his leg in his career. He almost lost his life because of that situation, and he fought back. He fought back to not just to get back into standing with his getting back to everyday living, but fought back to have his leg, fought back to have his career and give it one more shot. And like Darren alluded to, did a phenomenal job at it, led that team to another NFC East title into the playoffs. And that team was really poised to potentially upset the Buccaneers. And so it was a very, 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 very impressive career by him. And it was a very impressive ending as well. I really wish we could have seen him end it actually on the field, but nonetheless, I think that he can be content with his career. I know he probably wanted more out of it, but I mean, for what he did, he was great. And like I said, I know that anybody who's ever played with him probably has him in the hierarchy of favorite teammate to play for. I mean, he seems like he's that kind of guy, a locker room guy that everybody enjoys. He's the guy, who groomed a Patrick Mahomes, who helped groom a Colin Kaepernick, who's helped groom the guys that come after him. So, and he's never shied away from that role. So I appreciate Alex Smith. I think the league appreciated Alex Smith. And so kudos to him. Happy retirement. I hope he's able to enjoy the rest of his life. And I'm kind of excited to see what's next because, like I said, because of how hard a worker he is, I'm sure we're going to hear his name many, many more times in the future in something. So kudos to him.
Definitely. Alex Smith, man. He went to Utah. Utah is one of those universities that I secretly really like. One of those under the table kind of teams that I like, especially with their defense. But I love Utah. And seeing him out of Utah, thought he was going to be a really good player. And he, considering he was always a starter at every stop that he went. So he really didn't have a bad career. He could have been one of those first overall picks that either fell off the face of the planet or became a career backup, but he always started for where he was at. So with all that being said, kudos to him. Had a pretty good career at the end of his 49ers career. Really good with the Chiefs after Andy Reid got to him. Went to the Redskins, and as an Eagles fan, I would say besides that 1 year with RG3, Alex Smith was the only quarterback that scared me as an Eagles fan every time he played. So, I was like, when he played, he was the only one I was like, oh crap, like we might not win this game because he's in the game. So shout out to him. I do wish that he played a little bit longer. It's unfortunate that he didn't. I'm glad that he didn't, whoop the Eagles too much. But kudos to him. Congratulations on his retirement. And after retirement, it's not the end of your life, man. It's, you go on to new and better big things and move on to big things. So I'm excited to see the new chapter of his career. And speaking of new chapters, the Bengals just got a new uniform, and I think they had their old uniforms for who knows long. And they finally got the new uniforms coming in. It just came out. I believe it was either Monday or Tuesday. I want to know what you guys think of it. Avery, what do you think about the new uniforms? Avery, you're muted, sir.
Oh snap! I'm sorry. I didn't even peep. I'm torn. I'm torn because number one, I've actually been a fan of the Bengals uniforms for a very, very, very long time. I'm not sure why. I don't know if it was like an old football game or something, but that I remember the bangle on the helmet and everything like that. And I was always a fan of the uniforms. So I didn't see a problem with it, right? Like I think they're one of those teams I was like, if they keep those uniforms, I wouldn't be mad. Now, their new uniforms, they're not too far off. And so I'm appreciative of that. I'm not sure how I feel about the all white though. Like all white is not bad. Don't get me wrong. It's not bad. It's not bad. I'm just not sure if I'm a huge fan of it. The all black is fire. The all black with the stripes, that's ridiculous. Like I would say that's to me probably my top 5 of uniforms in the NFL right now. That's too fire. I'm liking the fact that I think more so I like what it represents. They're realizing the time is changing, the tide is changing. We got Joe Burrow in here. He's shown that he's legit, like he can play this game. It looks like they're turning over a new leaf. And so I like the fact that this represents that. Like we're coming for it. So the Ocho, he definitely made the uniforms popular. Yeah, for sure. Real quick, back to Alex Smith. Everybody called him a game manager, but that to me is ultimate compliment for a quarterback. And one thing about Alex Smith I love, rarely did you ever hear somebody say Alex Smith lost us his game. Like that's the one thing I loved about Alex Smith. But back to the uniforms, man. I think, like I said, I like what it represents. It represents a new leaf, a new regime. They're like, yo, we're coming for everything that we can get right now. And so I'm appreciative of it. I'm just like I said, I don't know if I'm sold on the all whites just yet. I think maybe if there was white with because like I get why you do it. It's a Bengal tiger and everything like that. So I get it, but I think I actually might have liked it better if it was like the orange stripes. I'm not sure. I'm not. Some of the whites, I'm not sure just yet. I don't know.
Darren, what's your take on them?
Bruh, look at the white and just imagine a white and black striped helmet.
That's what it is.
Color rush.
That's what it is.
Oh my God.
If they did all white,
oh my God. Ooh, that's bad. That would be the best unit in the league for me. If they could pull that off, or at least the color rush. Oh my God, that would be beautiful.
That would
Just
be
beautiful.
That would be. I ain't gonna hold you. That would be sick. So the white helmet with the black stripe, but black stripe
and probably like maybe an orange face mask, black face mask, either one. If you want to add a little pop of color, but I'm telling you,
I mean, I like the black stripe with the black stripe outlined in orange. That would be crazy.
Listen, either way, oh my god, that would be the hands down best union in the league.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
On my opinion of the actual uniforms themselves, I feel as though they would be pretty good. They're basically almost the same. It's not too much change, and like you already said, they had great uniforms. I might not like the Bengals, but man, they got some great uniforms, man. Just like those, just like the Chargers. The Chargers has always been hard ones, and I just like that they're, like you said, coming into their own. They're trying to build up a new base, new guys, and make the Bengals a new team in the league, basically. So it's nice to see. It's nice to see them try to, come up.
I don't know if you can see that one of those comments. They look like exactly like they've always looked. No, they don't. That's how you can tell somebody doesn't pay attention.
It's definitely changed soon.
It's in the detail.
This is the meme that what's his name was talking about right there. Johnny.
That's kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
It don't look the same, man. It's in the details.
Listen, Rome, if you can find the white helmet one, they're out there. The white black helmet. Yep. Oh, man. But yeah, the Bengals jerseys now are definitely good. They could have left them alone, but now the great old ones are going to be true throwback. So you can't be mad at that. Can't be mad at it.
Definitely. I agree with you guys. The white one with the white helmet was fire, and I actually was going to allude to that. Is that I wish they changed the helmet a little bit, where they changed it a little bit, maybe the color or whatever. I think the helmet needs some changes, but actually the white one's my favorite one, to be honest. It is the helmet that throws it off a little bit, but I do like how they look. I like them. Usually when a new jersey come out, I'm usually like about it, but these jerseys, I really like them. They're sleek. I like the design. It really, actually, I feel like it brings out the jungle feel a little bit more to me with these new uniforms. I really do like them. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Like I said, I like them. I like them. It's just the all whites. I feel like when Darren talked about it being the white helmet, I was like, you know what? That's probably what it is, because I was still unsold on the all whites. I think it might even be the orange outline on the numbers that I'm not a huge fan of on the jersey. But like I said, them all black ones, those are so.
That was actually one point I was gonna point out too. And again, I'm if you guys don't know, I very into graphic design myself, so I look at every little detail of every little thing. And that probably was the only little detail I didn't like that much is the number font. I think it could have. It's not that I didn't like the number font. I think the number font could have been a little bit better. It could have really brought it out. But that's just me. I don't know. So yeah. Darius, what's going on, my man? He said, "Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. These are definitely fire. You like them? I think they're really cool. Darius, we miss you, man. Couldn't get on today, but definitely. Johnny Dean said he liked that they didn't go crazy and change the whole theme. I 100% agree with that. I like it when they're sleek. They're simple. I do like the pant design too. They did change that up a little bit. Mm-hmm. I don't have that image right now, but I do think I really do like them. I really do like them.
Like I said, I've always liked their uniform, so I'm glad that they didn't stray too far away. But it was in the detail. But I'm kind of upset, man. They should have definitely did that all white. They would have shut the league down. They would have shut the league down with that. I'd have been like.
I might have to get a Bengals jersey.
Oh no, I'd have had to get a helmet, yo. I would have had to get the full joint.
Good God, that's it. Oh man.
Yeah, and us talking about the Bengals helmets being white, I'm actually gonna show a little example because when you said that it actually remind me of this right here, the Memphis Tennessee's helmets, and they could have did something like that with the orange in it. I think they could have got something really cool with that.
Fire.
Yeah,
The blue for orange with a black outline. Ugh.
yeah, they could have definitely did something like that. So again, me and my graphic design background, I love looking at that stuff. So I thought that would have been really cool to see. Derek said, "I'll be back. Let's go see my boys Cam real quick." Oh man, my man. So Derek, man,
did not age well, people.
Yeah,
season did not age well.
Neither did 350.
Listen, 350 is alive and well, baby. It is what it is.
Yeah, serious. But speaking of that, man, we're gonna talk about the draft, because the draft is gonna come up next week. We need to talk a little bit about it, man. And I'm super excited about it. I know you guys are, and I want to know, what do y'all think it will be the biggest surprise during the draft? So we're gonna kind of mix this in with some hot take a little bit. So I'm gonna start off with my man Darren. How do you feel, or what do you feel like is gonna be a big surprise in this year's draft?
All right, so I was thinking about this kind of all day, and I've been trying to think of some really, really nice ones. But the best three that I can come up with for you guys today. First, and I kind of see it almost happening, there'd be a run on quarterbacks in the first 10 picks, and 5 quarterbacks will be taken in the first 8. Now, with that said, this year, the only trades will be to get into the top 10. There will be no trades after number 11. No trades whatsoever. Everyone stays in their place. The only teams that jump up are 4 quarterbacks. There will be no movement whatsoever afterwards, which means corners will fall, linemen will fall, edge rushers, and even, this comes to my third one, Michael Parsons does not get drafted until after pick 20.
I can see that. There have been some accusations about him lately. He might be falling a little bit. I'm not gonna get too into it, but yeah, I've been hearing some things about Michael Parsons that are not looking too bright. It's unfortunate because everybody has some kind of negative in their past. It's not. I don't think it's terrible what he did, to a point where his stock should plummet. But it will probably affect some teams. Might be like, we can wait a little bit on this guy. But I like your takes.
And I'll actually say this: Michael Parsons,
like a fire take.
No. That's why I said it ain't crazy. But the reason why I feel like Michael Parsons will drop in 10 to 12, from 11 to 20. 4 cornerbacks will be taken between that range. 4 cornerbacks, 4 D tackles. 4 offensive tackles, and then 2 wide receivers. That's it. That'll be the only things that get taken in that 11 to 20 range. Kyle Pitts will be gone.
See where Justin Fields goes. Totally agree with that. I think Justin Fields is probably the X factor in the quarterback room. He can be the 3rd quarterback taken, or he could be like the 5th quarterback taken. It's really where some people evaluate him way differently. Like
he would be actually number 8 for me. I'm sorry, number 9. He goes to the Broncos. Somehow he falls to the Broncos. That's how I got that happening. Now he can either fall at 9, or they can try to jump the Panthers, because the Panthers have been interested in trades. Jump to the Panthers, number 8, and get taken there.
All right, Avery, I want to hear your hot take for this draft. What do you think about this, man?
I don't think I have anything too spicy, but I'll go with a couple. So number 1, I don't want this to happen. But I have a feeling the Falcons trade for the number 1 overall pick and draft Trevor Lawrence. So, I'm just saying.
Why?
Listen.
We asked for it to be hot, right? Wow. Okay.
You get, I listen. That's all I'm saying. I just gotta, I wouldn't be surprised if it said, a little spicy take there.
Whoa.
Say it again, Darius. Say it again for me.
That's definitely spicy. That is definitely spicy.
All right, okay, cool. I didn't know if y'all was going to accept it as spicy, but they give up Matt Ryan in that 4th overall, and they go after Trevor Lawrence. The next thing I could say,
Johnny said that's a hot take for real.
the next thing I could see is again, now this one is less spicy, but like I do believe that it's going to happen. So it's going to contradict Darren a little bit. I believe that the Ravens trade into the top 10 and take a receiver. I believe that they're going to do it. I just have a feeling that the Ravens are going to be like, listen, Sammy Watkins is good, but he's still at this point in his career, he's considered the number 2. And so I think, and that's why, they kind of got him, I believe it's a 1-year deal. So, I think you want to go after, a guy that you're going to, think about that offense with Sammy Watkins, Jamar Chase, Hollywood Brown, Lamar Jackson. That would be very threatening. So, and I say Jamar Chase over Devontae Smith only because
I was going to choose Jamar Chase over Devontae. 6'3".
The only reason I say it is because they already kind of have a Devontae Smith and Marquise Brown with somebody who's undersized but can fly.
4.3 speed. Like,
so you don't necessarily need it. And Jamar Chase is so good at the point of attack with the ball. So, I think I could see that happening. And then last but not least, the Patriots somehow, some way end up with Justin Fields. And so those are my 3. One hot take, too mild.
Surprisingly enough, it don't go with what I said, because if Baltimore jumps into the top 10, it still won't mess up no one else moving.
I can dig it.
Johnny said if it's like that, then the Buccaneers are going to trade half their picks, and Howard has wow.
Yeah.
Darius says, Phil, it's Phil season.
Oh man, that was a good one.
All right,
that was a good one.
All right, I got two, and then one is not really a hot take. It's what everybody else is thinking. But they're. I'll explain. My first
right when we're getting juicy.
hot take is. Y'all remember last year's draft? Yeah. All right. Wide receivers dropped. The first receiver will be outside the top 10. That might be a little wishful thinking for my Eagles. It might be a little, but there's going to be it's going to cut into my second hot take, because there's going to be 5 quarterbacks in the top 10, right? That's half of them, right? There's going to be a 6th quarterback in the first round at the end, so they can get that 5th-year option on them, and it might be Kyle Trask. It might be Kyle Trask. I've been hearing some rumblings with that, people starting to like him a little bit. At the end of the first round, somebody might want to get that 5th-year option on him, coach him up a little bit. He might go in the first round, so we might have 6 quarterbacks in the first round. My next take is there will be 8 cornerbacks in the first 40 picks. 8 cornerbacks in the first 40 picks.
Wow. 8
cornerbacks in the first 80 picks.
8 corners, not DBs. Corners.
Pure
safeties.
Core corners, no safeties. I think there's going to be like 3 safeties in the first 40. Cornerbacks, 8.
That's a little spicy right there, my guy. 8.
I'm over here with the heat today. Parsons over here with the heat today. People.
Darius said I could see 8. Dude, there's the top 4 guys already. You got Farley. Well, top 3. You got Farley. You got Horn, and you got Surtain. I think Farley's gonna fall a little bit, but there's a couple of guys in there that people really, really like. And this cornerback class is very, very deep. Don't be surprised if you see 8 guys in the first 40 picks of this draft. So I think that's gonna happen. I don't think it's super, super hot, but that's just my take on this. What you guys think about that?
That's a little spicy right there. I'm not 8 is tough, man. I don't know if I can see 8. The max I had going was 6, but I mean 8. That's
Samuel Jr.
Right
I can see that. I can see Samuel was popping.
I could definitely see Samuel was a part of my 6.
Definitely.
If you are correct in your hypothetical scenario, that happens. Kyle Trask is drafted by them.
And I'm gonna say
they don't jump, they stay where they at, or they can even drop back. It might contradict me, but they can drop back, get more picks, and still pick up their quarterback of the future.
Listen to the corners that I think that's going to be in the top 40. You got Farley, you got Patrick Surtain, you got J.C. Horn, right? Then you got Greg Newsom. I think he's going to be a first-round pick. You got Asante Samuel Jr. So that's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that I said already, right? You got Eric Stokes, who can be maybe the end of the first round, maybe to the second round. Then you got I can't ever say his name. Ifutu Amalafuyu, however you say his name. He's another guy. And then Jason, somebody might fall in love with Jason Campbell from Georgia, another speedy corner that tested very well. So that's 8 right there. And there's other guys. Some people think that Aaron Robinson is a guy that can jump into the first round. My guy from Michigan, Emory Thompson, is another guy that people are sleeping on. Some people like Elijah Moulton. I think some of these guys are gonna get into that top 40, and I think that 8. I'm saying 8 corners, man.
I had Samuel Jr. ahead of a couple of those guys. So, I mean, like I listen. I guess, but I'm not. I don't know, man.
It's hard to see it happen, but it can definitely happen. It can definitely happen. And if that happens, it's going to be a run on wideouts and corners at the same time, which means linemen are going to drop.
I think people are gonna wait on the wideouts, simply because last year was such a deep draft with wideouts, and people is gonna realize like we can wait on wideouts that they're gonna take the corners first. So I think the corners there's going to be more corners than wideouts in the first 40 as well. So it's another little hot take there. A little hot take. But I'm excited about this draft, man. Hopefully that comes through and we see how that goes. But today we're going to cut it a little short today because, your boy got to pack and stuff. But we do thank everybody that's in here today. We do appreciate everybody. We appreciate Johnny, Darius, Facebook user. I'm sorry I don't know your name. I have your name on there, but thank you for being on here as well. Guys, make sure to check us out next week because we will have our mock draft where these guys are going to be having their mocks. They're going to mock they're going to be selecting a team. They're going to mock a player to them, and we can have that on draft day. So that's going to be very exciting. So if you guys are waiting for the actual draft, you can watch us do a little mock draft, see what these guys are going to be picking out. They're gonna have their favorite teams as well, so they're gonna be picking for their own favorite teams. So we're gonna see how that goes, man. It's gonna be really cool. I think this is gonna be fun. And make sure you go check us out on all our social media on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Inside the Hashes. Go to InsideTheHashes.com where you can find all our content. And if you want to listen to some of these players that we talk about in this draft, man, we interviewed a couple of them. So make sure you go check that out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. Just search Inside the Hashes, as well as any other podcast platform that you listen to your podcast. So you can all check that out, all on there. Guys, if you're on YouTube, please smash that like button, subscribe to that. Please, that helps us out so much. So please make sure you do that. Get your friends to subscribe. We love talking football. If you love football, please go up in there. Darius is obviously very excited about the mock draft next week. I am. So, guys, make sure you go come back and check that out. So, with that being said, I'm your home host, Jerome Jones. We got my man Avery right here. We got Darren. I mixed them up, so I forgot which spots. But, guys, thank y'all so much. We'll see y'all next week. Hope y'all have a great week. Stay safe out there, and we see you. Peace.
Peace.